Hey.
Hi.
Just do. Hey, friends. What are you doing?
I don't know what to do with my hands.
Hey, friends. Forest Farms here. As you can see, our garden in the back. Nathan, Courtney, and this is Farmer Forest. You say hi, friends.
Hi, friends.
And today we're talking about our micro farm in our garden.
Yes, our micro farm is in Oklahoma, northeastern Oklahoma to be exact. We have agricultural zone 7B. As you can tell, we're going to have lots of footage of us talking with a child in the background. It's a pretty normal occurrence. Please don't hit the camera with the rake. Or hit the rake with the camera.
Here. There. Go play with cars, please.
Break! Action! So, agricultural zone 7B. We've been gardening now. We were talking about it earlier. Probably for ourselves, at least. What do you think? 4 years, seriously? We started in Tahlequah, Oklahoma. That's where we lived prior to this. I myself am from Claremore, Oklahoma.
And I'm from Oregon, a suburb right outside of Portland.
So, not to go into our origin story, if you will, but we met back in
2012 is when I moved here.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we got married in 2014. So, we're not new to the area or anything. She's been here for a while and I grew up here. So, fast forward again, back to 4 years ago, we got into gardening quite a bit in Tahlequah, where we lived previously. We did very small scale home garden, probably 20 by 30 in ground. The Oklahoma gotta haves, the tomatoes, the peppers, the squash, just about anything we could really get our hands on to grow that we felt comfortable doing and had a great time.
I feel like tasting an Oklahoma grown tomato, especially being from Oregon and coming down here, is like heaven, like nothing you've ever tried before. So the one thing that Oklahoma is amazing for.
Yeah, she's talking about Oklahoma. If you live here or you're close to us and live in the 7B agricultural zone anyway, it's a long growth season. You can grow tomatoes, the nice big juicy heirloom 2.5 pound fruit tomatoes. Hopefully they get that big, and they are just amazing. Not that we're obsessed about tomatoes, but we like them.
They're the best.
Yeah,
we recently planted 18 tomatoes so far in the garden.
Yes.
And we're going to do a lot of canning. We want to show you all how to can. I'm still learning. I'm not very good at it, but he's really good at it. So
Internet, baby. Internet. All day long.
yeah. But we're also doing the farmers market this year.
Yes. Check us out, Rogers County Farmers Market. Obviously, by that alone, we're probably in that area with our farm. It's not a secret. But yeah, we're going to have the produce you see us grow here on our farm at that market. You're more than welcome to come out, select through it, ask questions. Our goal is obviously to kind of help us run our farm, that we can call it now. We're officially an LLC. Help, it's a lot of work.
It's a little overwhelming.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Yeah, and we're documenting the journey too, because we're going to talk about things that we've learned, mistakes that we've made, and some awesome outcomes too.
Yes. And with gardening, as we do this channel, you're going to get to see us talk a lot about, how gardening parallels life. With all of the great outcomes we hope to have, there are many not so great outcomes.
Challenges.
So much of it is not dependent upon our abilities and skills or knowledge. It's really dependent upon the weather. Like, it's springtime in Oklahoma, and it's Earth Day, beautiful day, nice balmy 56 degrees with 15, 20 mile per hour north wind. It's great for shooting YouTube video and being cold outside. So it's not up to us, it's up to nature. It's up to how we cope with it and make those corrections.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, no, we wanted to talk about our why. Why are we doing this? Why are we the crazy neighbors in our neighborhood that have tilled up half of our yard? Why are we the crazy people that are literally investing all the money we earn into a garden and a business? We have no clue what we're doing. Well, we do, but we don't. And I feel like if you're interested in doing something like this, we hope to be an inspiration for you. We are not your to-do people. We will give you tutorials on some stuff we know how to do. I'm not here to tell anyone that we know best. We're the the go-to people to garden in Oklahoma. That is not us. We know what works for us. We know what has worked in our challenges. And we hope we can share some insight. And if we don't know the answer, we'll share with you where to look. And who knows? We want you guys to talk with us. So make sure subscribe to our channel, make some comments below so we can see what your questions are, critiques. Maybe we can learn from you. We love that interaction, and that's what we're here for. So this is our why. We want to kind of talk about why we're doing this. We are doing this for one, it builds us stronger as a family. It's a challenge. Anytime you put a family through a challenge, and we'll talk about one of our biggest challenges that we have had as a family here in a second. But I just for the principle of it, when you do things as a family, and it's a challenge. It's not easy to farm. It's not easy to garden. It's not easy to do any of this, but it's doable. And I'm not trying to intimidate you and be doom and gloom. This is doable. And typically, if you're watching a video like this, wishing you did a garden, and that's who we're talking to, it's overwhelming. And we hope by you watching some of our content, it becomes less overwhelming and more of the doable. But in that process, we get to spend time together. We get to spend time with our son. Mm-hmm. We get to raise him up in a life of making things grow, picking out weeds. We have chickens as well, and let them see how chickens make eggs. It introduces them to lots of aspects of life that you could easily do on your small little plot of land.
Yeah, and every day he goes out to different plants that he has helped plant and put seeds in the ground, and he goes, it's bigger, 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 all the time, and that's beautiful to see.
Yes, and it's so cool that when he sits down and sees something on his plate, that he knows where it came from.
Yeah, and a very great parenting tip as well is to help toddlers get vegetables. They love growing it, and he loves to eat anything that came out of the garden.
Yes.
So we'll also have some little parenting learning tips that we've learned along the way too, if you're going to live this lifestyle.
We're not parenting experts, disclaimer.
Yeah.
But so the challenge, our biggest challenge we faced as a family.
Eat your dinner.
He's making us some dinner. Biggest challenge
that we've faced as a family was 3 years ago. Has it been that long?
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
Courtney was diagnosed triple negative breast cancer, and it was scary. Scared the hell out of us. Scared her, scared me, scared our whole family, and we didn't know where things were going to go. And when that happens, just getting a diagnosis, those things come up. But one question that came up to us a lot is, where did this come from?
Eat your dinner.
Keep going.
Go.
Hey, take this and go over there, please. We got just a little longer, okay?
You eat it. Do you eat it?
Yeah, you always want to ask, why did this happen to me? Why did I get cancer? What did I do? What did I eat? You always want to kind of blame yourself, but unfortunately, this is the world that we live in. There's chemicals everywhere on the foods that we get from the grocery stores. So why not take control of that and grow our own food and be a part in that healing process to change that?
Right. Yeah, just a quick search in Google is going to show you
It's cute.
this is where we're at. It's going to show you just a quick search in Google, not to be, again, doom and gloom. Everybody sees on TV glyphosate this, it causes cancer, etc., etc. Heavy metals. You watch any documentaries over healthy gardening, you're going to hear where they talk about commercialized fertilizers or petroleum based. They have heavy metals.
A great documentary too is Kiss the Ground.
Yeah, really liked it.
Yeah, it's really inspiring and talks a lot about all the stats surrounding, again, our why of switching over to this. I think for the first 2 times, maybe 3 times we watched it, I cried.
It's a good show.
It's great. But it just shows that we need to change our world for our children who are our future.
I love how he's back there. Anyways,
cute.
I do too. So, yeah, we need to look at what we're doing. Like, what are you putting in your body when you go buy a head of lettuce at the grocery store? How was it raised? What was put on it? Do you know? Probably don't. I'm not trying not trying to scare you. To be honest, still don't know. I know what's on our lettuce. I know how we grew it. That's the freedom that this gives you, and that's what we want to share. That's what we want to make it obtainable for you. Is working 2 full-time jobs like we do, having gone through a hardship and see the importance of some of this. We want to share that with you. We feel like it's notable. We're trying to base a business out of this idea, and we really hope you can like and subscribe and keep up with us. I hope we can keep up with what we're doing to show you, because we're new to this.
But you can learn along with us. And we are very authentic and transparent. We all talk about our mistakes and our challenges, and something that has really helped us cope through our hard times is a sense of humor and being able to laugh.
Oh yeah.
And connect.
Definitely.
Yeah. So we're hoping to share that with you.
Absolutely. And another thing that we want to talk about, and if you ever watch that Kiss the Ground documentary, something we kind of got inspired by, is like closing out your carbon loop. Basically, we take something single use, put it in the trash. Where does it go? Landfill in a lot of places. Certain things can be composted or upcycled. Cardboard boxes is a big thing for us. We use that a ton for weed control, weed barrier. It's an organic material that has, yes, some glue and some dye, but I believe the requirements from the feds basically state that it has to be organic and recyclable. We follow a lot of those rules, and we try to be smart with what we do, but we search out products to use in our garden that are from that system. For instance, shout out to Restored Organics, located in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Love that place. Love the staff that run it. They're exceptionally nice. They're extremely knowledgeable. They're working towards becoming an organic compost producer.
How much of their compost do we have on this garden?
We have 10 yards of compost on this garden.
And then we have, this is our tilled garden, and we're also trying our first no-till.
Coming soon.
Coming soon. And how much is on that?
5 yards.
5 yards.
Or sorry, 2.5 yards. My apologies. 2.5 yards on our no-till. And we actually have another yard in the back of our pickup right now that we're going to use in other projects. Love the product. Check them out. They're awesome. But that's our mission. Like, they have a good mission. Their mission is to upcycle, make safe products. That's what we want to do. We want to upcycle, make safe products, and bring them to you where they're safe and they're good for you. And it's going to help us.
Yeah.
It's going to help you.
And something that some of the things that we're going to grow is heirloom tomatoes, cucumbers, long beans, okra, peas, squash, 4 different types of squash. We're going to do loofah soap. We're going to have an herb patch, tons of flowers. So yeah.
Green
subscribe.
beans.
Yeah, green beans. So like and subscribe, support us, and we'll take you along the way. Thank you.
Thanks.